Slippery Rock Panthers tonight. We're going to have the varsity match to begin with. I'll open with a word of prayer, so I ask you to join me in standing. Then we'll have our national anthem, and I'll announce the starting lineups after that. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for safety so far today. Thank you for bringing the team from Southbridge safely. Lord, I pray that for a good match tonight. I pray that you be with the girls, keep them safe. I pray you give the coaches wisdom and then also guidance for the referee. I pray that the match would honor and please you. Thank you again for all you do for us. In I pray. Amen.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna die.
I gotta figure out what's going on. I cannot hear you. I need to figure this out.
Oh boy.
Oh, settings. Advanced. Oh boy, I am the most professional person on the face of the planet right now. What the heck? It isn't working. Hello?
Hello? Hello, hello, hello?
Alright.
Good?
No, but I'll just try to hear you whenever you start talking and try not to cut you off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southridge Patriots taking on the Slippery Rock Panthers in the Panthers' final home game of the season. Ready for an exciting match?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Absolutely.
asking the floorboards.
Last home game of the season.
Yeah. I'm ready for some good volleyball to be played out here. Southridge coming quite a ways to play this match. Who out on the field, or out on the court rather, do you think will make a difference here?
Honestly, every player makes the difference. It's no one player can win any game, really. It's got to be a team effort. Any team is only as strong as their weakest link, and I think we're going to see a lot of that today. Not the weakest link, but I think we're going to see volleyball.
If you can, hit the record button on the camera for me real quick. All right. Laura Hone here to start us off with the service, able to get that overhand one up and over, keeping that one in the air is Hannah, but does ricochet off her and out of bounds it falls. Panthers taking the first point of the match. If recording makes the camera stop charging, you can just stop recording. We got an archive. Laura Hone with another service, able to get that one to the back line. Number 11 keeping that one up into the air. Hannah with the secondary finalization by Mallory. Mallory over to Hannah, back over to Mallory. Gets that one up over the top. Wilson to the front line. It goes Marie getting that one up into the air to the back line with a spike. Comes down from the attack. Inbounds! Holy smoke! What a way to start off the match. Laura Hone digging through her bag of tricks to take out that back line attack. Laura Hone with another service, able to send that one up and over. Number 11 sending that one wide out of bounds. Panthers now extend their lead to 3. Laura with that service, met by number 9. Hannah getting that one into the middle. Abby eyes that one up. Mallory sends that one to the Panther side. It goes off Wilson. Couvert able to finish off that play. Number 9 keeps this one up into the air. Hannah with that tip over top the net. Diving play by Couvert. 4th hit.
Wow.
You think, was that the 4th hit for the Panthers?
No, that was 3.
Was that 3?
Was 3.
All right.
Good.
My eyes have deceived me.
One was a tip off the spike. So I understand your confusion.
Laura's service met up by the back line. Number 8 with the first. Abby with the secondary. No one there to make that 3rd hit. Panthers now at 5. Southridge reign with that goose egg. Timeout by Southridge.
That was a good start for the Slippery Rock Panthers, I must say.
Indeed.
Well, I don't have to, but I choose to. I choose to say.
Hey, the game's like an ocean. You got waves of attacks.
That's true.
You got some might crash and
never know.
burn. Some you might just ride for the. It's like surfing.
I gotta say, I never have seen a wave burn.
Hey, I mean, when you're with me, you can see what. Well, you might even see a leprechaun riding a unicorn out there.
Boy, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. If you try hard enough, where there's a will, there's a way. If you have a strong enough will, you can set the ocean on fire.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's deep. I like that.
That's as deep as the ocean right there.
Oh.
SRCA. You know where we heard that last? The Harvest Tournament whenever we versed Solid Rock.
SRCA.
Yeah.
Yikes, this ladder's killing me.
Return of the Reds.
I could really use a board of some kind to balance this.
Yeah. Here's Laura Hone with the service, able to send that one up over top the netting. 8 from the back line, gets that one to the front line. Hannah looking for that spike. Spikes that one, skips that one across the top of the net. Secondary attack by Hannah. Ricochets off Couvert, out of bounds. Cammie Coleman keeps it going, but I don't think that's legal in this game. Ball lands in the Panther bench. Out of bounds is the deeming call. Here's the service from Hannah. Ricochets off Couvert, out of bounds it goes. Man, Southridge just looking for a comeback. They're hungry out there.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah Harmon with that service sends that one over top. The net goes out. Wilson into the backfield. Panthers just, you got to square up to the ball in that service return. You got first hit's what counts the most. The first hit's wonky, you got a messed up play.
You're absolutely right.
Hannah's service just not quite able to carry the momentum over. Martha DePue's getting voted off the island. Onto the bench she goes. Kylie Coleman comes in to serve this one up, sporting that 13 in the blue jersey. 6-3 is the score. Panthers are leading. Service from Kylie, makes that one up over Abby to hit that first ball. Diving play by Mallory. But it looks like that windmill hit wasn't quite the most effective thing in the world. Coleman with that underhanded service, met up by number 9 to the front line. It goes. Mallory goes over to the left, the left side with that attack. Kylie gets this one up into the air. Hannah comes down with a boomer, able to place that shot quite nicely for a point for the Panthers.
My goodness.
Man, Panthers have brought their 5-point lead right back from the grave.
That they
like
did.
A spooky, scary skeleton.
Ooh.
There's Coleman with that service towards that back line. Played by Hannah to the front line it goes. Number 7 over to 8, spikes that one over. Wilson to the front line. Kylie up into the air, sets that one up. Hannah, good, not able to spike that one down over top the netting. Takes the Panther side of the net, falls down. That's Southridge's point right there. Joy Strahl with that service. Hannah good over to Kylie, sets to the back line. Hone with that spike, gets that one down, but kept alive by Joy. Solely Joy kept that one alive. Like, if you got that glee in your heart, like, anything's possible. Cooper gets voted off the island. I missed. Cami Coleman comes onto the back line. Cassandra comes on, and Megan Wilson's going to take onto the bench for the Panthers. 9-4 is the score. Here's Cami Coleman here with that service, sends that one over top. Harmon getting that first hit. Number 7 over to 8, spikes that one down to the back line. Inbounds. Beautiful play by Southridge. Mallory Ball with the service. Gets that overhand serve quite nicely placed. Hone returns that one back over. 8 with that spike. Out of bounds is where it falls. 10-5 is the score. Right out of the gate, the crowd just behind both teams with the cheers. Like, we got a nice turnout here. Hannah good with that service. Diving play by Harmond. I'll get the names eventually. It's a long, windy road up the side of a mountain to get there, though.
Mm. And you don't have spikes on your tires, so you can't get up it.
That is true. I mean, I'd probably go to Walmart and get some, but like...
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Rachel Myers with the service here, number 8 from the Patriots side. Ooh, a jump serve. Don't see that every day. Coleman returns that one over to Kylie, over to the left side. Hone with that boomer. Spikes that one down, drills it into the dirt, and the underminer says hello.
Hello.
Substitution for the Panthers. Martha Depue's coming onto the front line. Kylie Coleman takes a seat on the bench. Here's Marie Depew with the service, number 11 from the blue team. Back-to-back jump serves from both teams. Diving play by number 20, Joy Strahl, but is deemed, well, ineffective in the end of the day. 13-6 is the score. Marie Depew with that service sends that one over top the netting. 8 gets that one to the front line. 9 sends that one over towards the left side. Harmon with that spike. Call is out of bounds by the line judge. Panthers receive their 14th point of the match in this first game of a best-of-5 series. 14-6 is the score. Marie Depew with that service sends that one over top the net. Received by Rachel. Up to number 7. Spike comes down by number 9. Out of bounds once again from the Patriots. Timeout by Southridge. 15-6. That's a big difference right there. Got the 9 points in between you and the other team.
Oh yeah, that'll get you down.
Yeah.
You can't let it get you down though.
That's true. It's not one service that ends the game. It's the series of 25 points. Yeah. First one to claim those victory points. That's what matters most.
Right.
If it was one service that meant you took a game, like we'd be gone by now.
Oh yeah. Both teams playing really good volleyball.
Yeah, both teams came here to play, definitely.
It seems like the Panthers have done a little bit, but not by much, but they've been able to target their hits in the spots that they want them to.
Indeed.
Once Southridge gets warmed up a little bit, I feel like it's going to be a lot closer of a game.
So So what you're saying is game 2 and 3 is really what we're looking for here.
Oh, yeah.
That's when the heat turns up. Got to turn up that thermometer.
Oh, yeah. It's getting cold in here. We need to turn up the heat.
Here's Marie Depew with that serve. Sends that one over top the net. Goes off the shoulder of Joy Stroh. I don't think that's what she wanted to do there. I'm just going to go off a whim there.
I think you may be right.
The ball may have indeed curved on that. It is hard to tell from here. Marie Depew with another service. Diving play by Rachel Myers, but ricochets off her into the backfield it goes. Seems like the Patriots are running into the Panthers' same problem at the beginning of the game, just not able to return a serve. Marie Depew with that service, met up by Myers, gets that one straight up into the air. Secondary by Mallory, and Harmon finishing off that play. Good gets that one forward, dump off by Depew. Harmon looking for that attack, able to spike that one down towards the back line. Coleman able to get a hand on that one, surprisingly. That windmill hit gave that play a little bit of life to survive, but just in the end, just
didn't quite make it.
Yeah, it was curiosity that killed the cat. Abby Halstead with that service. Hits that back line. Hannah diving for it very close to that ball. You couldn't stick a baby between her and that ball if you wanted to. Another service from Abby. Sends that one over the top. Good getting a hand on that one. Laura getting that one up into the air. Spike comes down by Martha. Not able to clear the netting. Are you able to hear me a little bit better if I cover my mouth like this?
Not necessarily. It sounds about the same.
I forget how loud it is out there and how loud I am in the mic. So, yeah. Abby's service went up by Cammie to the front line. It goes. Marie. That's the one I was thinking. Marie with that set. The fourth hit is called. Southridge at 10. Panthers at 17. Southridge closing that gap slowly but surely. Abby Halstead. 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 I don't know.
Halstead?
I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher every single last name, and you know it. Sandra Eisler with that service. Gets that one up over. Abby swings. Abby makes contact, but Abby not able to send that one to the front line. Man, Panthers still have that 9-point lead from early on in the game. They've been able to stick this one out a bit. Sandra with that service. Abby getting that secondary hit. Finalization by Brooke. Sandra gets that first initial touch. Martha Keir with that spike gets that one down across, but Brooke's able to keep that one alive. Or not Brooke, but yeah, it's Brooke. I don't know numbers. I know all my numbers in the alphabet. Brooke gets that one to the front line. Mallory over to Harmon, spikes that one down. Martha to Marie, over to Hone, spikes that one down. Abby keeps this one alive, running after that one. Slips up a bit is Brooke Myers, number 9 on Southridge's side. Panthers break that 20-point marker. 10-point differential. Southridge in a sticky situation, but I've gotten my hand out of the cookie jar a few times myself. Let's see if they can use the same. There's Hannah Harmon with that spike. Blocked away. Number 7 able to finish off that play. Good gets that one back over to the setting position. Hone tips that one over rather than a hefty spike. Harmon keeps that one alive. Number 7 to finish off that play. Eisler gets that one to the center. Marie gets that one back to the back line. Good spikes that one down, but kept alive by Rachel. Tip comes over by Laura Hone. Finishes off that play. What a beautiful play by the girls in blue. Keeping that one alive, not quitting whenever things just didn't seem like they were working. Sandra with that service to the back line it goes. Hits Abby in a weird, kind of between her shoulder blades a little bit. It was a little higher than she expected. Just catches her off guard. Sandra service able to send that one up and over. Brooke getting that one forward. Rachel looking to spike that, or Brooke with that spike. Able to finish off that play for Southridge, giving them their 11th point of the match. By game 2, I should have these names down. Megan Wilson coming into the game because Sandra Rice are going to take a seat on the bench. Megan Wilson playing the back right position. Here's Brooke Myers, number 9 on the Southridge side with the service. 11-point differential here today. Service is short. Martha keeps that one alive. Marie gets that one back over to Martha. Martha spikes that one down. A little out of bounds. 10-point differential. 22-12 is the score. Yeah. Service by Brooke Myers. Trying to spiral that one down. If that hit, that would have been an amazing service. It's a service by Laura Hone. Able to send that one up and over. Kept alive by Rachel. Into the middle it goes. Mallory sends that one up for Harmon. Able to kill that one down. Keep it within 10. Panthers only 2 points away from closing out this first game of the series. Service from Harmon, able to send that one up and over. Hone gets that one to the front line. Marie getting that one over to the left side. Hannah spikes that one across the netting and scores! Match point for the Panthers. Kylie Coleman comes in to serve it up. Martha Depew gets sent out to the bench. That underhanded service from Coleman goes over, but is just about 3 or 4 feet out of bounds. Still a 10-point difference. Joy's going to have some serving to do if they're going to get back into this game. The underhanded service able to send that one up and over. Wilson with that first hit gets that one to the front line. Kylie sends that one over, but is indeed out of bounds. Whenever you're in the Panthers position, you can kind of afford to do that as you have 9 points of cushion there, and you only need to grab one. But
that's a lot of serves for Southridge to get over.
Indeed. Mallory getting that one up into the air. Rachel finishing that one off. Hone to the front line. Kylie to the back line. Hone finishing that one off. A little too much mustard on that hot dog. 16-24 is the score. Service making that one over. Hone gets that one up to Kylie. Spike comes down by Marie. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will finish the first match of this best-of-5 series. 25-16. That was a nice match.
That was.
Like, that's one word I could.
I mean, no, it wasn't neck and neck, but
Yeah.
They were fighting. They were still in the game.
Up to the very end.
Am I good? Is the camera recording right now, or is it on my camera?
Where's your camera's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Man,
That was very,
I'm excited.
very nice job by both teams. I feel like Slippery Rock more hit the ground running in opposed to Southridge. It seemed like they started off just a bit cold.
Yeah.
What?
Can you still hear me?
No.
All right. I'm gonna try and get it so we can hear each other.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're able to
I
hear
guess
that
this
or
would be
not.
the time to do it.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me yet? No? Okay.
If the camera seems a little shaky, it's because I want to live, and I'm doing it with one hand.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sweet.
Howdy. Any thoughts, Lane?
No?
No thoughts from Lane.
No thought. That's the norm, though. Man. Have you heard any word who won the SWCAC championship?
I haven't. I don't think that's till Saturday. You mean for football, right?
No, the volleyball between Portersville and Cornerstone.
No, I don't know.
That was a match I
should look
definitely
into that.
wanted to looking at. I would have been very
Definitely
happy.
looking at.
Yeah, I would very happily would have looking at that.
What?
Yeah. Well, we got a minute. We could go for some popcorn right now. That'd be nice.
Grandma should go get us some popcorn.
Yeah, that'd be very nice. Grandma go and
Just
get us
a grandma.
popcorn.
It doesn't have to be mine or yours. We should just find a grandma. And
Yeah, have her go get us popcorn.
exactly.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea.
Oh, that's probably my favorite idea I've heard all season. I'm realizing now I forgot to change the thumbnail. So it still says the SWCAC semifinals, But the title's correct. That's the important thing to take away from this. I just got a text what cheese bites do.
What do they do?
Well,
was that a question or was that?
That was indeed a question. I mean,
That's a good question.
it is a good question.
Depends on the cheese bite, I guess.
That is true.
Not every bite of cheese is the same.
Yeah. Not all cheese bites were created equal.
It's so true.
Service by Harmon. Hone keeps that one alive. Marie gets that over to the left side. Spike comes down by Couvert. Yeah, Couvert. I know the name, just it doesn't always, you know. My brain decides, hey, it's spelled differently.
Yep.
So it overwrites it. Here's Hone with the service. Spike sends that one over top the netting. Brooke gets that one forward. And Mallory's able to send that one over. Just an awkward spot for Couvert to be in. Yeah, I think I gave that to. All right. Scoreboard's right now. Don't sue me. Service able to send that one up and over. Panthers just not able to return that one. Not much more to that play. Apart from that. Here's Bella with the service. Number 6 from Southridge. Able to send that one to the back line. Wilson gets that one forward. Hannah sends that one into the middle. Spike comes over by Martha. Kept alive by Mallory. Spike comes over top the netting by Abby. Marie gets that secondary hit. Martha able to spike that one over top the netting. Brooke gets that one to the front line. Mallory over to the right side. Spike comes over by Rachel. Kept alive by Hone. Marie gets that one to the back line. Wilson sends that one over. What a play by the Panthers. Harmon gets this one up to the air. Setting this one up was Mallory, and finishing that one off is Rachel. Out of bounds, let go by Laura Hone. 2-2 is the score. You can feel some momentum getting put into the Panthers train there.
Very good defense.
Oh, this is beautiful. Kylie's line drive. Service goes off of Rachel Myers and out of bounds.
The serving in this game has been outstanding by the Panthers so far.
Oh, yeah. There's the one girl from Southridge that has quite a nice jump serve on her.
Oh, yeah.
On her bag of tricks.
Hey,
Man.
don't be silly. Tricks are for kids.
I have no response to that. Kylie Coleman's service goes over to the back line. Met up by Brooke, goes over to Bella. Finalization by Rachel to the back line. Hone keeps that one going. Kylie gets that one to the back line. Spike comes over by Jill. Diving play by Harmon. Mallory goes over to Rachel, saved by Hone. Here's Hannah Good with that spike. Comes down with that one. Whistle is blown. Called for touching the net is Mallory ball. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. Kylie Coleman with that underhanded service line and drive, met up by Mallory, or not Mallory. Oh my gosh, I'm already so out of it. Spike hitting that netting, not able to pass go, not able to collect $200. 6-2 is the score. There's Kylie Coleman with the service. The underhanded service, able to line drive back towards that back line, but a little overshooting that one gives Southridge their 3rd point of the match. This is exactly how that first game started. 6-3 being up on that scoreboard. Yeah. Let's see how the outcome is, see if it's different. Mallory ball with that spike, or that might as well have been a spike. Hannah Good not able to return that one. 4-6 is the score. Let's see if a man really can change the stars, or a woman for that matter. Mallory ball with that service, met up by Jill, sends that one right back. Harmon gets that one forward. Rachel over to Brooks. Bump not quite able to make that one over.
Incredible job by Jill seeing that and digging that one up, sending it over.
I don't know how that made it over the net.
I couldn't have done that.
I mean, I guess if you throw something fast enough at a high trajectory, it just goes right through the netting. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that let the ball go through that netting.
Something like that.
Yeah. Mallory ball got caught in the net. Hand stuck in the cookie jar. It may, in fact, still be there.
Better save some cookies for me.
Or else, you won't like me when I'm hungry.
Mm.
Give me a Snickers. Cammy with that service. Harmon gets that one to the front line. Mallory with that set up. Brooke able to finish that one off. Cammy Coleman not able to send that one back up to the setter. 8-5 is the score now. Rachel Myers with that service. What a play by Coleman.
Goodness gracious.
The Warrior Princess herself. Here's Harmon with that. Ooh, man. I don't even. I can't even, like.
I don't even, and I can't even.
Her hand, her hand met the ball after it hit the floor. That was incredibly close.
Wowza.
Like, that's razor blade. Like, that's Gillette close shaving right there.
Forget the X-Acto knife.
Yeah. That was a beautiful spike and aim right there with that.
Man, the things we could do with sponsors.
Oh man, we really. Oh man, any sponsor, we would fit it in here somehow.
Speaking of a close shave.
Yeah. And a good service. Hit up by Rachel, gets that one to the front line. Mallory over towards that right side. Spike comes down by Brooke. Goes off Cammy Coleman in, out of bounds. That's the sound you make whenever you have Bob subs.
Or cheese bites.
That's very, yeah.
Depending on the cheese bite.
That is true. The brand of the cheese bite is very important. What a line drive from Abby on that service. Murray gets that one over to Kylie, back over to Murray. Spikes that one down with.
What a spot.
Man, that accuracy. All right, I added a little too many points to the Panthers side, so I'll fix that now. We'll go by whatever that scoreboard says up on the wall, but that's the jurisdiction of the court.
17 points of score on the wall. 17 points of score.
Abby sends that one forward. Mallory over to the right side. What a block by Hone. Just absolute rejection. That's like a guy asking a girl out on a date, and the girl just pulling out a shotgun. Like, it's just boom, surprise, it's there.
Yep, one and done.
One and done. It's like the opposite of Pringles right there. You can never have just one, but I mean.
It's like shoving a thing of, like a whole sleeve of Pringles down your throat.
Yeah, you can never have just one sleeve. That's what we're talking
oddly
about.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, man.
I could see myself doing that. Or you doing that, for that matter.
That's me every Tuesday. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
You got some pretty crazy Tuesdays there, my friend.
Yeah.
You got like this weird speech jammer effect in my headphones.
Brooke Myers.
Maybe we should get back to the game.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like Megan Wilson's going to substitute in. Cassandra Rice are going to take a seat on the bench. It's more fun to talk about, fake sponsorships. Wilson with that service short on the court. Mallory keeps that one alive. Harmon finishing that one off. Wilson gets that one to the front line for the Panthers. Where he goes over deep left side. Spike comes down by Hannah. What a boomer! Man.
Wow.
Scoreboard here says 13-9. I think I forgot to hit the scoreboard while we were doing that bit. Service ace. Man. Service ace for the Slippery Rock Panthers.
An ace all up in your face.
It's true because it rhymed. Wilson with that short service once again, yet again, unreturned.
The mortar.
I like that. All right, we got a timeout by Southridge.
Have you never heard that mortar noise?
Mortar. Kathunk.
Kathunk.
Makes a splidoosh. Man.
I know a guy who can line judge. I know a guy.
Oh, I get it.
I know a guy.
Because his name's Noah and he's line judge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
All right. I mean, I wasn't too sure, but like, yeah.
Oof.
Take one down, serve it around.
24 points of score on the wall.
Yeah.
Gotta have those quick maths.
Oh, 1 + 2 is 4, -3, that's 1 quick maths.
Ooh.
Wait a second. That wasn't right. All right, I'm going to stick to commentary.
No,
That seems to be,
it's not that it wasn't right, it just wasn't complete.
yeah. I'm pretty sure 1 + 2 doesn't equal 4, though. I may be mistaken there.
You're close enough.
Bella returns that one. Harmon tries to keep that one alive. Ricochets off her and out of bounds. Panthers now at 16. Southridge at 9. Seems like the away crowd died off a little bit. It may just be because I put my headphones on. Wilson's service met up by Abby. Handled with that secondary finalization by Rachel. Diving play by Good. Hits the side of her hand, unable to keep it alive. 10-16 is the score. There's a serve from Hannah Harmon. Panthers able to return that one. Spike comes down inbounds of all places.
Kind of looked like she was in there. Maybe that was just a volleyball. Sometimes that's a common mistake. It probably was just the ball.
Well, I mean, the ref agrees with you, so.
Yep.
Panther point, 17-10.
I ain't gonna disagree with the ref.
Laura Hone with that service goes off of. Harmon gets out. Harmon. I can't. I can't. If I mess up the first name, I mess up all the names. It's all about momentum. Just like this volleyball game. Look at that segue. Bella with that service gets that one over. Hone keeping this one to the front line. Marie gets that one up into the air. Martha with that spike across the netting. Not able to keep it in bounds. 5-point differential. Much closer than game 1. So indeed, we may see a fantastic game 3 on our hands like you were predicting.
Oh, yeah.
Bella gets that one towards that back line. Wilson gets that one over to the front. Marie tries to tip that one over. Able to do so.
Very
Called
nice
in bounds.
job.
Can't get much closer than that.
Gillette.
Gillette. Yeah. Kylie Kuhlman with the service. Able to send that one up over top the netting. Bella gets this one up into the air. Look to finish that one off as Rachel out of bounds. Panthers 19. Patriots 12. That's a point differential right there. Of like couple. Yeah. Kylie's line drive met up by Brooke. Finishing that one off as Abby. Hone keeping this one up into the air. Kylie goes over to Good. Good spikes that one over, but not down. Kept alive by the Patriots quite nicely. Here's Marie sending that one over at a desperate attempt at a not-so-good set. Spike comes down by Rachel. Heads up. Scores! Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Panthers win the series. Let's all go home. That's 3.
Aw, that should have been a 3-pointer.
Nothing but net, though.
Megan was right there for the rebound, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Spike comes down by Rachel, kept alive by a Hone. Here's Kylie getting that one into the center. Megan able to finish off that play. Harmon getting that one to the front line. Mallory gets that one over top the net. Good returns that one. Harmon keeps that one going. Mallory goes over to the right side. Tip comes over top the net. Inbounds is the demon call. 13-19. We got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Mallory Ball with the service, sporting that number 7 from the Patriots side. Got that right-handed overhand serve. Goes off Hone to the back line. Good keeps this one going straight up into the air. It goes. Jill calls it off. What a bump! Getting that one over top the netting.
What a bump.
What a bump. It's almost as much as I love gold. 2013 is the score. 7-point differential here in favor of the Panthers. Cami Coleman here with that service, able to send that one over top the netting. Harmon gets that one towards that front line. Mallory getting that one to the left side. Spike comes down by Rachel, kept alive by Hoon to the front line. It goes. Kylie gets that one to the left. Good, spikes out one over, but blocked away by Rachel. Kylie getting that secondary hit into the middle. It goes. Cassandra tips that one over top the net, kept alive by Abby. Across the net once more. Cassandra tips that one over. Diving play by Brooke. Over to Rachel, spikes that one down. Over top Cassandra's head. Skips the rock across the pond. 2014.
It appears that Southridge has warmed up.
Oh,
Temperature's heat.
That's what's temperature's heat right now.
Temperature is heat.
Put that on a
I
t-shirt.
can't even.
Sandra sets that one up. Spike comes down by Marie. Trying to keep that one alive. Diving play by Hannah Harmon. Looked like an awkward fall there. I don't know how her wrist could bend like that and not break off.
Temperature is heat.
Temperature.
Let me tell you what.
Put that. Oh my goodness. All right, Hannah, good to here to serve this one off. Whenever the situation is temperature is heat.
Oh man.
Mallory sets that one up for Harmon. One-handed return by Hone. Not able to keep that in bounds. 15-21. Man. Here's Abby with the service for the Patriots. Got a nice distance. I haven't seen that jump serve since the first game. I wonder if she's keeping that to play safe rather than sorry. Coleman sends that one up. Spike comes down. Blocked up by Harmon. Sent over by Mallory. Cassandra tries to tip that one back on the Patriots side. Not able to do so. 16-21. Well, the Panthers score summing up to 9+10 out there. 21. That's submarine service met by Hannah, sending that one back to the Patriots side. Brooke goes into the middle. Mallory over to Brooke once more. Spike comes over. Blocked up by, looks to be, Laura Hone. Timeout is called. Man. Southridge making Panthers run for their money right now. That's just what's happened. Panthers at 21. Southridge at 17.
Keeping it nice and close.
Yeah. It's anyone's game still. Like, you can't call out Southridge. They're just getting started.
Oh, yeah. I told you.
Yeah.
We're going to get warmed up.
Once they get going.
Temperature is heat.
Temperature is, in fact, heat. Just make a t-shirt. Temperature equals heat. That'll be the first SRSN product. Apart from the videos, you know. I'm interested to see what their JV team looks like right now. So this is their varsity. They're able to keep pace with the Panthers. Like, Panthers, most games for the Panthers so far this season have just been blowouts.
Oh, yeah. Just about.
Like, I think almost all but one game was a 3-0 sweep. That was against Calvary Baptist.
Yeah, you're right. That was in the preseason tournament, I think. And they lost one other game.
That was against Warren County in the preseason tournament. Calvary Baptist. We didn't get that one on camera. Number 11 with that service. Abby, quite a nice spot on that serve. Kylie goes over to Hone, finishing that one off. Rachel gets that one forward. Mallory over towards that left side. Harmon spikes that one over. Laura keeps that one going. Kylie back over to Laura. Just bumps that one over. Better safe than sorry. Rachel goes forward. Spike comes down by Brooke. Tip comes over by Kylie, though. Kylie, what a nice backhander. Just slaps that one across the bow. 22-17. Looks like Panthers are starting to get some steam going themselves. Got to get that temperature up to heat. Rita Pugh with that signature jump serve this season. Goes off of Abby and out of bounds. It falls. 23-17. We're going to give Southridge 2 more points for the meme.
Oh, yeah.
That's like 2004 right there. Service by Marie goes up almost in the basket. Not quite cool enough, though. Goes off the beam. Match point for the Panthers. 24-17. Well, we missed our chance for the memes.
They're on fire like a match point. At match point.
Yup. What a serve. Rachel trying her best for that one, just not able to get underneath it. Panthers take the series 2-0 right now.
Served them breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All at the same time. Man, Panthers able to take that second game home, 25-17. What do you think the Patriots need to do to, you know, pop back into the competition?
Well, as we could see after the first game, those spikes were a lot harder, a lot more accurate. And those blocks, they had a lot of really good net play I've been seeing. They seem to lack in the back when it comes to passing. Maybe that's just from what I've seen. I mean, I'm the cameraman. I do see everything, but from what I remember, if I remember correctly. But when it comes over, and they can usually get a pretty good pass.
Yeah.
Which leads to a good play in general.
Yeah, the Southridge definitely has the potential to make good plays out there.
A game of very few just lobs over the net, which is good. That's what you want to see in a volleyball game.
I think after one of the timeouts, I forgot to switch the camera back to your angle. So I am sorry, people at home. But yeah, eventually you'll see the plays from the better camera angle. Whoops.
That's a May-May.
Yeah.
That's life, bro.
That's what all the people say.
You don't always get the angle you want, but you can try sometimes.
Yeah, that's the.
You might find you get the angle you need.
Yeah. It's not always the angle you deserve, but it's the angle you need. Sure.
Or oof.
Yeah, more. That's a pretty big oof.
Oof.
I'm trying to think. On the Patriot side, number 6 substituted in for somebody, but I can't remember who it was. So do you think a different Patriot player might be out there for the start of the game, for the third game?
It's possible. I'm not saying that it won't happen. We'll see.
Yeah, because I think the Panthers start off with the same lineup every single game.
Yeah. They have been, well, it's senior night, so they've been playing the seniors quite a bit more, like Megan or Jill. But man, Megan with those serves, just mortaring them right over the net. That's a tricky serve to hit.
Oh, it definitely is. Keeping it low enough that you might think it goes farther. It's always about that ruse. I remember there was one point that I thought about playing volleyball, and I can't serve overhand, so I thought about doing that, but then I didn't care anymore because I wasn't on a team.
Right.
Like, yeah.
It's a sad story.
With enough practice, underhand serves can be deadly. That's.
Oh yeah.
There's a technique to it.
Because there's so much more. Which, I mean, you can get a very controlled overhand serve, but
yeah,
I mean that eventually turns into a jump serve. But even a well-controlled underhand serve can be just as deadly as the best overhand serve. I'm not gonna say jump serve, because once you master the jump serve, that's a whole nother level.
Oh yeah. You got that extra power behind you. It's basically a spike from the back line.
Yeah, that's a very good way to describe it.
Off that service, Abby not able to control that one. Panthers take an early 1-0 lead in this best-of-5 series. It's do or die for the Southridge Patriots right now.
You did switch the camera back, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, yes.
Just making sure. Spike comes down by Harmon. Wilson not quite able to dig that one out of the grave. 1-1 is the score. Hannah Harmon here with that service, scoring that 24 in the Patriots red. Service able to make that one up and over. Home returns that one over to the Patriots side. Tips coming over the top of Marie's head. Your second line of defense just has to be ready for that.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to back up your setter on those situations. You gotta be able to analyze the play. Look ahead to the future. Just like the Robinsons always say, keep moving forward. Spike comes down by Rachel, kept alive by Hone, hits that ceiling, but stayed on the Panthers side, so no go on that, calling the ball dead. Mallory goes over towards that left side. Spike comes down by Rachel, keeps that one going. Ball does trickle underneath the net after a hit by Brooke is made. Tied at 2.
Was that a block or did that hit net?
I believe it was a block.
I think it was. It was a really nice block.
Yeah, I completely forgot what happened last play. That's a 50-50 chance I'm correct right there. Callie's service goes to the back line. Abby keeps that one going. Mallory over towards that left side. Spike comes down. Line judge says it's in bounds, so that's what we'll go with. Beautiful placement right there by Rachel. Panthers' Joy Stroll with that service. Met up by Marie, goes over to Kylie Coleman, sends that one back up into the air. Marie sends that one down to the ground, ties the ball game back up like a hog in a rodeo. One thing I've learned when in commentary, just don't argue with the refs. Like,
Right.
They have enough people behind, like, just pushing against them for bad calls. It's so much pressure being a referee.
Right.
So, like, that's the conclusion I've come to. The Warrior Princess with that.
And it's not like you're going to change anything anyhow.
That is true. So, if you either you're right or you look like an idiot. There's no in between. Elvis has left the building. It's on top of one of the table racks. Let's see if they can find it. I can see it from here. It's on top of the table rack. I don't know if you heard me or not, but 3-4 for the Panthers. We got some time to fill. All right, Mr. Lott's going back to see if he can Jimmy ring it down. Mr. Hendricks, we got a whole firing squad back there. All right, it looks like Mr. Lott's ready to grab that one up. It is incredibly loud. All right, it looks like Elijah had to go back. Number 88 from the Panthers. Football player had to go back to sniff it out. Way to go, Elijah.
Famous tight end for the Slippery Rock Panthers, Elijah Todd.
Yeah. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear flannel.
Oh, what a great line.
I didn't hear any of that. Did you hear any of that?
No. I heard we did. I don't know what they did.
They did a thing.
Probably something bad.
Yeah, probably.
Shame on them.
I can't believe it.
Can't believe my eye.
If you saw a 10 million lightning bug. Hannah getting that over to Kylie. Gets that one back to Cassandra. Bumps that one over top the net in bounds. Harmon gets that one to the front line. Mallory gets that one up into the air. Rachel spikes that one towards the back line. Hone gets that one over towards the red side. Tip comes over by Rachel. Kept the line by Good. Kylie there hits that one against the top of the netting. The net did not like that. Shoot it up, spit it back out. I didn't mess up the scoreboard again, if that's what you're thinking.
Now, why would I think that?
I don't know. That's that's a good question. Kylie up into the air it goes. Spike goes, or bump goes straight up into the air. No tip was made by the red team. Panthers weren't able to do anything as the thing was made by the thing. My
Fascinating.
brain. Yeah. I could be a quantum physicist.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a thing,
Quantum,
right?
You say.
Out of bounds is the call. Panthers receive their 4th point of match. 4-6 is the score. Scoreboard decides that it is correct. I don't know. Yeah. And a good here to Jimmy Jam that one across the netting. Number 20 keeps this one up into the air. Mallory gets that one to the back line. Harmon hits that one against the ceiling. Does clear the net, though. Panthers coming back, 1 point difference. Oh, I had a realization.
Oh.
Hannah sending this one over. Harmon getting this one up into the air. Mallory over to Rachel. Spikes that one down. Good keeps this one going. Kylie gets that one to the left side. Spike comes over by Hone. Kept going by Harmon. Mallory over towards that left side. Spike comes over by Brooke. Cami Coleman forward to Kylie Coleman. Spike comes down by Hone. Digs that one into the grave and stuffs that one inside a turkey.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's true. Stuffed inside the candy corn. There we go.
Or happy birthday to me. That works.
That's
a holiday.
That is a holiday indeed. Brooke coming over the netting. Hannah diving for that one. Not quite able to get underneath it in time. It looks like, I gotta think.
Is that the way it looks?
Some people don't think it be like it is, but in reality it do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I believe that was a famous African-American baseball player that belongs to that quote.
Is that right?
I'm not sure what his actual name was. I just remember it was a very funny interview. Kelly getting hit on that one. Bump goes straight up into the air. Fourth hit is called.
You tried.
Panthers slipping away.
Didn't get away with it that time.
Yeah. Sometimes with a big enough amount of cookies, you can get away with anything. That's what I've learned.
It's a good policy to live by.
Yeah. Rachel's service not able to be returned by Cammie Coleman. Miss Adria Good, the coach of the Slip Rock Panthers, calling a timeout there to try to stop the momentum of the SRCA.
Noah has not looked at me once yet.
Well, that's just a crying shame.
Noah.
Like,
hey, Noah.
he thinks he knows it all, but in reality.
Look at him thinking over there.
Yeah.
Bouncing his volleyball.
Yeah.
Thinks he's real talented.
Yeah. He's probably thinking, should I look at Jacob? Nah. I'm gonna make. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good camera work, actually.
Need a slow pan.
Yeah. You now feel my struggle of slow panning and keeping it steady. Like, it is extraordinarily hard with one hand.
Yeah. As long as the camera's moving, I feel like I can make it more smooth.
Yeah.
But if I have to hold it still for whatever reason, it just feels like garbage.
Oh, definitely. Here's Rachel Myers with that service. Sends out one across the net and good. Keeps this one going. Kylie over towards that right side. Marie comes down with that spike, but blocked away by Brooke Myers. Rachel not able to dive in time to grab that one up.
Incredible job by the Panthers.
Man.
Absolutely incredible.
Not too many teams can recover from a block like that.
No. No, they can't.
Just 7-10 being the result of that play. It's great work. Marie Depew with that service, able to get a hand on that one as Rachel sends that one into the crowd, keeping them awake, making sure they don't fall asleep in the sermon, just like a pastor would on Sunday.
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah, like a kiddie pool.
Controversial.
A little bit.
Not really.
I did see this one clip of a pastor like swinging his Bible around, like, you wouldn't know the gospel if it hit you in the face. And whenever he did that, he swung his Bible and accidentally let go, and it hit someone in the face.
That's fantastic.
That's the work of God right there.
You got that right.
St. just setting this one up for Hone. Hone sending that one over. I believe that would have landed in bounds, so that was good effort by, I believe that to be Rachel Myers.
It appears we've had a Cheez-It incident over
Not
there.
a Cheez-It incident.
Along the lines of that.
Anything, that's the worst kind of incident possible.
We'll be right back at the next break.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more on the Cheez-It incident.
Yeah. Well, Panthers able to tie that one up 10 apiece. That's quite nice pacing for the Panthers. Able to tie her up, lock her in the basement.
It looks like the Cheez-It disaster has been taken care of.
That's good to hear. And I can finally rest easy at night. Mallory sending that one up. Brooke with that kill. Man, Southridge taking that lead right back where it came from. 10-11 is the score. 1 point differential. Here's a service from Abby Halstead. Halstead. We'll go with Halstead. Service is out of bounds. 11-11. Look at all those ones up there. Ain't that a thing that happened? There's as many ones up there as there would be whenever the ball game's 11-11.
Look at all those ones.
Yeah. Right. Here's Megan Wilson with the service. Gets had underhand mortar strike. Kept alive by Rachel. Spike comes over by Brooke. Good gets this one up to the front line. Marie gets that one up against the net. Tipped by... tip comes over by Harmon. Panthers not able to return that one. 12.
Something about the phrase mortar strike makes me feel really good about myself. I don't know what it is. It's very satisfying to hear. Mortar strike.
Just a nice, well-rounded phrase. Yeah.
That it is.
I like it. Harmon with that spike. Wilson returns that back to the red zone. Rachel gets that one to the front line. Set up by Mallory. Spike comes down by Harmon. Out of bounds, though. Let go by the Panthers back line. Correct in doing so. Results in a tie ball game once again in Game 3. Do or die with Southridge, and you can see that in their game plan. Play. Something. Words. English, probably. Hoon's service met up by Rachel getting that secondary hit. Mallory sends that one over with one hand, almost in bounds, but did not cross in between the candy canes. Panthers take the lead. Here's Hoon with the service, able to smack that one across the netting. Rachel returns that back to the Panthers side. Good goes over to Marie, back over to Good. Good spikes that one over towards that opening, but Rachel keeps that one going. Mallory over towards that right side. Spike comes down by Harmon. Diving play by Wilson keeps that one going for the Panthers. Marie getting that one up into the air. Jill sends that one across the netting. Here's Mallory up straight up into the air. Spike comes over by Harmon. Her form on that spike, I don't mean to be a stickler, but her form on that spike just kind of dissolved halfway through. Service by Hone. A little off guard is Brooke. Rachel helping her out there. Sending that one home is Mallory. To the front line. Marie sets that one over to Martha. Martha spikes that one towards that back line. Kept alive by Brooke. Mallory getting that one back into the center. Little miscommunication. Who indeed was the seagull from Nemo, as they all seem to call mime. Mine, not mime. Mime is something you do on the street to freak people out and make you think you're mute. I mean, not that I've done that, but well,
Right.
why would you say that? Time up by Southridge. Man, Panthers looking pretty good in this situation right now.
Oh, yeah. It's a closey.
Yeah, indeed it is. Seems like Game 3, as you predicted, is one of the tight notch matches in this best-of-5 series. Southridge ready to rock and roll. Timeout's only half over. And you can see that ambition in their eyes. Or they just want to go home and go to Wendy's. I don't know. That was our football team's motto. If we lose, at least we have Wendy's.
At least we have Wendy's.
Yeah. That was like the one. Even if we won games, we were just looking forward to Wendy's after the matches.
One thing you could always count on.
Yeah.
One
Wendy's.
constant in my life.
Yeah. Wendy's. They may not have the meats, but 'cause that's Arby's. Hone with that line drive. Abby sending that one right back home with the first initial hit. Marie goes over to Jill. Jill able to send that one over the netting, but Harmon sends that one across to the Panther side. Jill sends that one back over, indeed out of bounds. Yeah, 13-15. And Harmon with the service, able to send that one packing. Hone getting that first hit. Marie getting that one back over to the back line. Hone spikes that one across the netting, kept alive by Harmon. Hits that ceiling, a little bit of a ricochet, but Mallory keeps that one going. Rachel with a spike, but Wilson there to dig that one from the grave. Jill spikes that one, skips that one across the pond, kept alive by Harmon over to Brooke, finishing that one off. And a good with that spike. Gets that one past the block.
Oh my!
Number 8 called for touching the net there. Panthers receive a point, 16-13, 3-point differential. Bella's going to come on for Abby. And this is the realization I had earlier in the match. The two people that substitute in and out for Red Team is Bella Leonard and Abby Halstead. Yeah. Kylie Coleman with that service, met up by Harmon. Spike comes down by Rachel, not able to pass go, not able to collect $200. 17-13 is the score. The crowd sure has died off since that first game. Like you can hear the difference in the atmosphere. Harmon gets that one straight up into the air. Number 20 banks that one off a chair, keeps that one in play.
And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd is moderately impressed. Oh, I forgot about that one. Callie Coleman with that service, met up from the back line. Bella keeps that one going. Spike comes down. What a booming shot.
Man.
Just a little off target.
That kid knows what he's talking about. Good job, red shirt kid.
Red shirt kid. Whenever me and Caleb passed the church earlier, he was out in the front of the parking lot doing Fortnite dances. Me and Caleb just kind of stared at him as we passed.
That should surprise me for any normal person.
Yeah?
But it doesn't in this case.
It seems like if anyone's under the age of like 14, like even looking, like that doesn't really surprise. I don't know. Yeah. Going with that first hit, Kylie gets that one back over to Jill, spikes that one towards that back line. Let go, and down it goes to the ground. Brooke just kind of hoping that one was going to fall out of bounds. Whenever you have 2 strikes in your pitch count, you got to swing at anything close.
Tiger Woods can't hit that straight.
Oh? Oh? Jill's service met up by Harmon, to the back line it goes. Sending that one over is Rachel. Hone gets that one to the front line. Kylie over to Good. Spikes that one down. Kept alive by Brooke. Goes to the front line. Mallory getting that one up into the air. Here's Rachel sending that one over. Goes off Marie. Kylie back over to Marie. Spikes that one into the netting and down to the floor it goes. Oh, I had so much enthuse in that. It was insane.
It felt very enthused.
Oh, yeah. I'm just dead tired. 2015 is the score. Panthers are leading by 5. It's not much, but it is there. Kylie straight up into the air with that set. Tip comes over the netting. Out of bounds is the call. Both referee and the line judge in agreement there. No arguments have been made.
Peace.
There's peace in the valley.
Peace has been had.
Yeah. Mallory Bottle with that service. Kylie with that secondary hit to the back line it goes. Here's the Warrior Princess sending that one over top the netting. Mallory getting a hand on Harmon with that first hit finalization by what looks to be Brooke. Kylie keeps on alive. Hannah Good with that finishing play. Brooke goes forward to Mallory. Finishing that one off. Out of bounds is that spike from Rachel Myers.
Wowza.
Panthers.
Did you hear my sound of worry?
Oh, man, I heard
It was
something.
Like, yeah.
Yee.
Yee.
Yeah. Hannah Good with that service. Met up by Joy. Harmon going forward. That finishing play by Bella, just a tad out of bounds. But, I mean, that's all the more you need to have that one considered the other team's point. And a service line drive, able to keep this one going as Joy goes against the netting. Double hit is called on Rachel. Beautiful placement. 2 points is all the Panthers need to gain. Southridge with a timeout. Man, Southridge just, they let their guard down. They were leading for the majority of the game.
Yeah, they were.
And somebody just spun the table around a few times. Couldn't remember if you're playing black or white whenever you're playing that chess game. And tables have turned. That's a Pokemon trade if I've ever seen one.
Something suspicious is going on over there.
Yeah, that's definitely a Pokemon trainer if I've ever seen one.
Oh, sunglasses coming off.
Mr. Tyler races his sunglasses.
Oh, there's Noah. I almost forgot about Noah.
Oh, you can never forget about Noah. Some may even say he knows it all. Yeah, that's almost a joke.
Almost.
I've
made it once or twice.
I'm sure we all have. I'm not sure what happened there. Miscommunication? Lack of trust, maybe?
They have to return this serve and then serve at least 8 more over in order to make it a tie.
Yeah. That's just...
it's not impossible.
It is not. Everything is possible. An onside kick is possible. Like, anything's possible, that's possible. There's like a 5% chance right there.
Even Tom Brady's punted it.
All right, well...
it doesn't look like Tom Brady's going to punt this one.
Yeah. Joy just tries to one-arm that as it's in quite an awkward situation. Final score of the third game for the Panthers' final game of the season, 25-16. Panthers able to sweep this team. I wasn't thinking this was going to be the case at the beginning of the match. Although this is the end of the season, we do have one last tournament coming up.
The crowd is going crazy.
Oh man, they're at least hyped up at the same amount a hamster would be.
I've never seen such excitement.
Oh man, I know, right? It's
Man.
crazy. Like, look at all the crazy people. Especially the one that's looking into the camera.
Excitement.
Southridge put up a good fight here. I mean, there's a few mistakes here and there, but these are pretty easy to fix. As they're moving forward as a team, I think they can be a great matchup.
Definitely.
They can put up a fight when they need to. There's just
their hits were good.
Yeah.
Most serving, they did have some underhand servers. I saw that, and we do too. But most of them are overhand.
Yep.
And while a good underhand serve is, as we saw today, something to be afraid of.
Oh, definitely.
But still, you gotta have overhand servers. You can't just lob in a soft one all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's necessarily what they did.
Mm-hmm.
But,
like, if you want to compare it to baseball, a pitcher has many different pitches.
yeah.
They have their fastball, you got your sliders, you got your curveballs, and the knuckleball is what catches everyone off guard because that's like a 30-mile-an-hour difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way with serving.
Right.
You got 6 players out there on the court, 6 different serving styles. Some may even have 2 serving styles. So there's up to at least 83 serving styles out there on the court. All right, maybe not that many. But you might have your underhand servers. Like Kylie Coleman can serve it both under and overhand.
Yeah.
So she has those 2 styles.
Yeah, you're right.
But somehow she can serve it with either hand. So I don't know how that's possible, but throughout the season, she's done it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got the Panthers have their jump serve. They got their underhand servers.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
And jump serve is deadly whenever you can hit it. Like
going from Marie's rocket jump serve to Megan's mortar. What was that word?
Mortar strike?
Mortar strike. Morgan's mortar. Ooh, Morgan's mortar strike.
That's a
man. That's like butter.
Yeah.
Speaking of butter, we should get some popcorn.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Megan's mortar strike.
Yeah, that's patented and pending. I think those are words that I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's whenever you have a change-up like that, and it's the first time you're seeing them serve, like, it's a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because you come off the rocket serve, you got to have like 4 people in the back, just in the backfield, back court, back line of the court, back side of the court, something like that.
Pretty good.
You just got to be ready for it.
Yeah, you
Whenever it's that heavy, then you go to something that chips over the net and falls short, like that, big difference.
Well, indeed.
We got 17 minutes.
Oof.
Oh.
Well, go ahead and drive right down the sheets, grab yourself a Snickers, come back, and we'll be here with the JV game.
Yeah, I'm excited for the JV game. I'm interested to see what they got in store.
Looks like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it works the same way as soccer, but in soccer, whoever has the biggest hair is probably the most skilled player out on the field. That's what I've learned. So, yeah. I'm thinking,
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, number 6 looks like she might have the best skill out there. She's got the biggest hair. That and she played in the varsity game, so she looks pretty talented.
Oof.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Only time will tell. And sometimes fortune tellers, but that's we don't dabble in that.
Purely coincidence.
Yeah. So yeah, go get yourself a gallon of chocolate milk. Get your map in North Dakota, and we'll be ready for the JV game.
Some cheese bites, a Snickers, and some popcorn because you're gonna need it for this one.
Yeah. Maybe your Magic the Gathering.
Some good cheese bites.
Yeah. If you get the crappy kind, that's going to ruin it for you.
Like ones that you heat up in the freezer. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it probably is.
Oh, definitely.
I can imagine that. Don't go to Giant. Go to Sheets.
Yeah, get some Sheets.
Go to Sheets. Grab yourself some Wisconsin cheese bites.
Ooh.
And
that's where the refs are from. Straight from Wisconsin.
All real refs are from Wisconsin.
Yeah. And then the lovely ones that referee here.
Have you ever heard anyone just become a ref?
No.
Have you ever seen someone just become a ref?
No.
I'm talking for like high school sports.
Yeah.
You know. And some other sports. That's like after they, you know. You know what I'm talking about. What? Oh shit. You gotta be kidding me.
Well then. What are these? Wait, I have mozzarella sticks up here. Like
those would be Wisconsin cheese bites, Gabe.
Well then.
Too fitting.
I am definitely okay with this.
I'm done. I've retired. I quit.
mean, after this,
That's my career
yeah.
right there. Fortune
Yeah.
tellers are right.
Yeah, they are.
I'm a believer now.
I mean, I thought love was only true in fairy tales at the beginning, and that they were meant for someone else, but not for me.
I know how that song goes, but I can't think of the lines right now.
Let me see.
I saw her face, now I'm gonna leave her, something like that.
Yes, Jake. That's how it goes.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm gonna go find a food.
Yep.
Maybe
I'm also gonna grab a snack.
maybe a drinkle.
Ooh, a drinkle sounds good.
Yeah. And, yeah, we'll be back
We'll be back.
right around the 2-minute mark.
charge. Howdy.
What-
Howdy, hey, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing flip-diddy-flap-diddy fantastic. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, man.
Having a spick and span. I'm getting a phone call.
I heard that. It sounded weird.
Marco. Hello? Not important. It's just mom again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did I mention that I'm wearing boots?
With pants?
Oh, yeah.
This is by...
By yours truly.
yeah. The Best Buy. Yeah.
I'm not wearing a blue polo. I can't make any Best Buy jokes.
Neither am I.
Man.
You like
But
polo?
we are a blue team,
That is
so
true.
that could be a Best Buy.
Does that count?
I think it counts.
Yeah, it's right around the same color.
Counts like my fingers.
Yeah. All 17 of them.
I guess my fingers don't count. I count my fingers.
Oh, I mean,
Well, there's a pot.
yeah.
You're welcome.
That nugget of wisdom of wallage.
Wisdom nuggets are my favorite.
Yeah. You can throw them at people, see if they stick. I don't know what we're doing right now.
I think we're waiting and talking.
I believe that's what
All
we're
that
doing.
good.
Yeah.
All that good thing.
Waiting to get the charcoal in the grill heated up. Is he playing Clash of Clans?
Yes, he is.
Oh my gosh. That does remind me, I need to get my attacks in.
Fantastic.
Nice catch. What kind of attack is that? A hog attack? I think it's a hog attack.
Can't tell. Looks like it might be.
I see jump spells.
Ah,
Defeat, but if you got the loot, that's all that matters. Well then, that was an exciting start of the match.
yes, it was.
Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the junior varsity matchup between the Slippery Rock Panthers and the Southridge Patriots. Southridge sporting that red on the left side and the Panthers sporting the blue on the right. I think
Sorry, I ran out of backup music.
is this Helena's first start of the season?
I think maybe one or two other games.
Because I know she's played a few times before, but this might be her first start. I'm not entirely sure.
We got our flag boys.
Flag
We don't
boys.
have a stripy. Other. There she
Yeah,
is.
she's making sure everyone's in their
our-
starting position.
Our convict. Escaped convict.
Yeah. Do prisoners still wear like black and white stripes?
I think they just wear orange now.
They just wear orange?
Pretty sure. Maybe
Is it?
somewhere they do.
Yeah. Colorado.
Somebody yell at me?
I don't know. I heard that too. I wasn't too sure.
I probably deserved it.
Yeah. Hey, my base just got raided.
That was my base.
All right. Helena here to serve this one off. To the back line it goes. Brooke keeping that one alive. Abby getting that secondary hit. And it looks like Joy finishing that one off. Goes across the netting. Lott gets that one over to Hendricks. Lott spikes this one over top the net. 13 goes over to the left side, finishing that one off. Looks to be 23. Hendricks sending that one over top the net. 23 eyeing that one up quite nicely. Emily not able to finish off that play. Panthers take the first game of the
Like
series.
the most excited they've been all day.
Yeah. Well, the first game, everyone was hyped up. Then game 3 came along, and everyone's just kind of droning along, like a drone.
Wow.
That dump over the net by Joy. Lott not quite able to handle that one. 1-1 is the score. We're going to be playing a best of 3, so if each team claims a victory for themselves, we'll move into game 3. We'll play to first to 15, win by 2. Landing in that first hit, Sicily on the right side sends that one into the middle, and it looks like Monica able to finish off that play. Brooke goes over to Abby, and Brooke able to finish that one off. Helena hits that one to the front line. Not able to return that one is the Panthers. 2-1 is the score. Chick-chick-charoo. Joy Stroll with that service. Cicely sends that one back over. Abby keeps this one going. Brooke goes over to the left or the right side. Emily able to finish that one off. Hendricks getting a hand on that one. Lott finishing that one off. Diving play by Violet. I don't know if that was auto, if you could hear that or not, but
I could hear it.
There's definitely some Mountain Dew in my system. Cicely with the service. Hits that netting. Would have been a nice shot if it did land.
The camera is not charging and it's saying 25 minutes. We may have an issue.
We can always shut it off between the thingamabutts. Helena gets that one to the front line. Hendricks backs over to the back line. Helena able to finish off that play. Abby getting that one over to Brooke. Back over to Abby. Bumps that one over top the net. Diving play by Teresa. Hendricks not able to play on that one. Panthers fall down to a 4-2 deficit. Is it doing a weird?
No, it was blinking on and off for a while, but now it's just not charging.
5-2 is now the score. Is it recording right now?
Yeah.
Stop the recording. See if it starts charging then. I don't know. I haven't messed around with it enough whenever it does that. Emily Rogers' service is out of bounds. 5-3 is the score. Panthers trailing by 2. Did that fix anything?
Doesn't appear to have.
Hendricks' service met up by number 20. Goes off of her and out of bounds. All right, I guess between the matches, there's a power button on the left side, right above the HDMI port. You can probably just turn the camera off and it should charge whenever it's off.
Gotcha.
And if not, well, we'll figure something out. Hendricks' service met up by Brooke, goes up into the area. Abby sends that one back over to Brooke, bumps this one over top the netting. Helena keeps that one up into the air, not able to skip that one across the pond. But it looks like Brooke on the same page. What a play. I've never seen such close shaves to that netting.
Thanks, Gillette.
Yeah. Abby Halstead with that service goes off. Hendricks running after that one. Lott not able to get underneath it in time. 7-4 is the score. It's true because it rhymed. Right?
Something about that just felt right.
Yeah. It's like the mortar strike. It's a satisfaction. Aurora. Aura? Aura. Aura. I don't know. English is hard.
Yeah.
8-4 is the score. Put that on a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt that says English is hard. Or put it in Japanese. Abby Halstead with the service. Line drive. Helena gets a hand on that one. Monica able to bump that one over to the red side. Julia keeps that one up into the air. Bella gets that one over with the helping hand of Brooke. Finishes off the play. Monica up into the air. Goes three. Tips that one up. Crosses the line and touches the net. Being caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Gets thrown in prison for 3 years.
Guess she was just hungry for cookie.
Indeed. Well, Panthers call a timeout to try to stop the momentum. 5-point differential out there.
It doesn't say it's charging, but it's been at 25 minutes the whole time. But the screen is still like gloom and doom.
Oh. That means it wants to charge, it just doesn't know it.
Mountain Dew.
Would you like to mount your Dew?
I would.
I don't know what that means, but... You know, the biggest shock of my childhood was learning that the Dew on the mountain did not taste like Mountain Dew.
Wow. Biggest shock of my childhood was probably when, you know, when those electrical outlets are like sort of broken, and when you try and plug something into them, they like zap you.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest shock of my childhood.
Yeah, I don't get you. Abby with that service gets to the back line, goes off Helena, and out of bounds it falls. 10-4 is the score. Southridge taking that 6-point lead.
It's just a serve you got to get behind.
It's a score on the wall. 16 things to score. Take the ball, serve it around. Here comes serve number 15. Abby with that line drive. Goes past Lawton down to the floor. Man, Panthers just not able to answer that one.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Oh, nope, I didn't answer because we have no answer for that one.
Nice.
Oof.
Abby once again with that service. A little out of bounds, but just barely. Panthers claiming their 5th point of the match. That's the result of the play. 5-11 is the score. Panther service, able to make that one to the back line. Goes off a few players and out of bounds. Looks like there's just miscommunication between Abby and Joy. I mean,
I feel like there's a miscommunication between Jacob and Joy on the daily.
I feel that on a spiritual level right there. That's a big oof. Lot trying to dive for that one, but the placement from Brooke on that hit just slightly too perfect. 12-6. You can go. I believe in you.
Did not know there for a minute.
Habits are hard to break.
Silly Noah.
Bella getting that one up into the air. Hit comes over by Joy. Elena getting that one into the middle. Called for the carry. 13-6 is now the score in favor of Southridge. Panthers just kind of slipping off the rocks here.
Wow. You really just, wow.
Yeah. That's a cheap shot right there. Hendricks gets that one up to Monica, able to finish off that play. Bella gets that one up into the netting, does fall straight back down. Panthers now at 7. 13 for Southridge. Teresa, number 14 on the Panther side for the junior varsity team with the service. Line drive does hit the midsection of the net. Not able to pass go, does not collect $200. 7-14 is the score. 7-17. Silly, Gabe. Tricks are for kids. Oh, I got that submarine service coming out of the gate. Man, she wound that one up like a toy. Monica gets caught for touching the net. 15-7 is the score. Wish we had a replay system to replay that service. We may in fact see it again. Like a wind-up toy.
I'm not gonna judge, it works.
Hey, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Wait, if it ain't fix it, don't break it. Yeah.
If the wear is shoe, fit it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If your pants don't fit, then get bigger pants. Referee's gonna call the serve for the 5-second rule. So the Panthers get the point by default? Question mark? Do they get a point by default? Well, the scoreboard says yes, so that's what we're going to roll with. Monica with service, 19 in blue. A little short of the requirements of a substitution for the Southridge Patriots. Number 10, Violet Rand, going to come onto the court. And it looks like number 13, Julia Sakura with that getting voted off the island. Oh, the classic getting voted off the island. Bella with that service met by Helena over to the Panther bench. It goes. Diving for that one is Monica DePew. Not able to get underneath that one in time to Jimmy jam it over the net. 8-18 is the score. 10-point differential here. That serves from Bella. A little short. Kept alive by Teresa. Sends that one back over to the red side. Abby getting a hit on that one. Number 20, Joy Stroh. Not quite able to get down and ready for that one in time. 9-18 is the score. Southridge still doubling the Panthers' score. The girls in blue got some digging to do. It looks like they're going to start it off with a Helena service, giving them their 10th point.
It's true because it rhymes.
Yeah. Anything that rhymes is true, just like anything on the internet is true.
Wow, I never realized that until just now.
I read that on the internet. Just a little bit of a misjudge from Emily Rogers, gives the Panthers their 11th point. Ball had a lot of hang time. Sometimes you overguesstimate where it might land. That seems to be the case in that last play. Bella gets that one forward. Abby over to the left side. Emily with a nice place. Spike goes over the top of Lott. Diving play by Teresa. Not able to make an effective play to get it back into the play. Play?
A nicely placed spike will result in a kill on any given day.
Yeah.
Not just in volleyball.
Yeah.
That just now came to me.
Yeah. Henry setting this one up. Watt able to finish off that play. Abby goes up towards the netting in a sticky situation. Brooke able to finish off that play. Goes off Sicily. Watt able to finish it off. Down on the ground, inbounds. 12-19. Panthers looking to make a comeback here. It's only a 7-point difference up on that board. That is definitely doable. Here's Sicily with the service. Able to send that one up and over top the netting. Bella getting the first hit. Brooke with the secondary. Rivalization by Abby. Gets that one over top the net. Monica plays that one up to the front line. Hendricks gets that one over to Teresa. Spikes that one over. Handled by Southridge. And does trickle down to the ground.
Spike. That's a good spike.
From here, it didn't look like it went in between the candy canes, but the referee has the best view of that, as if anybody does.
You're right. You're right.
Sicily's underhand service bomb comes down quite close to the net. That was like, what, 6 feet from the net?
Perhaps.
That kill just lets the Southridge Patriots break that 20-point marker. 2013 is the score. Line drive. Not able to send that one home. Panthers now at 14. Patriots at 20. Panthers closing down that gap by 1 since we last checked in. 6 points is the difference. Diving play by Joy. Timeout by the Southridge Patriots.
Just as they were getting a little bit of traction, opposing coach calls timeout.
Trying to make the Panthers.
Good decision if I do say so myself.
Yeah. If you can stop their momentum, you only got 5 points to make up for the end of this first game. 15-20 being the score. Panthers need to make up 10 to get that to the 25 marker, and the Southridge Patriots only need 5 to smack it up to the 25 marker for the first game.
Hey, I'm charging again.
Yay!
Oh nope, it just went back. Oh no, I'm charging again.
It's like a
It's going back to the oof.
It's going back to the oof screen. Yeah, it's the man himself.
Oh, cool. Well, hello, Indianapolis.
All right, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Here's Hendricks with that underhanded serve. It's that one to the front line. Violet getting the first hit on that one. Finalization by Brooke, getting that one over top the net. Helena gets that one up into the air. Monica with the secondary. Teresa hits that one side of her hand rather than the front of it. Not able to square that one up enough to smank it. Just smank it. That is. Yeah. 15-21 is the score. Southridge leading this match. Here's Abby's service, able to make that one up and over. Hendricks to the front line it goes. Monica tries to tip that one up. Not able to judge that one correctly. 22-15 is the score. Southridge only 3 points away from closing out this first game in a best-of-3 series.
3 series?
Yeah.
Hey, Siri.
Hey, Siri. Ooh, that's a big oof right there. Abby's service is an ace. Brings him within 2 of closing out this first game.
That is more in than a sleeveless hoodie. See what I did there?
I did. I
really
can't
don't
even
understand the sleeveless hoodie thing.
I don't either. What?
I just don't
That's
get
just
it.
a vest. That one is out of bounds. Panthers receive their 16th point of the match. 23-16 is the score. You're going to need a sleeveless hoodie. That's just a vest with a hood.
I mean, you're putting a cover over the top of your head, but not over the top of your arms.
Yeah.
I'm confusion.
I am confusion. Brooke laying that one all out there to try to save that one. Not quite able to do so. 17-23 is the score. Panthers have some digging to do to try to get back into this match. Let's see if they're able to do so. Service from Lott. Stays in bounds. Number 20 able to finish that one off. Monica throws that back over to the red zone. Bella throws that back over to the Panthers side. Helena goes over to Monica. Back sets over to Teresa. That wasn't quite ready for that one. Called for the carry regardless. Match point for the South
Ridge?
Patriots.
The South Patriots.
Yeah, the Southridge Patriots. I was going to call them the South Pike Patriots because of The South Pike Theater down south.
Oh, is it down south?
Yeah. Well, Patriots able to take that first game, 25-17 away from the Panthers. Wow, indeed.
Ooh.
It's definitely a thing to behold.
What is
That's my contemplation of what am I doing with my life. I couldn't give you a straight answer if I wanted to.
That's me. I never give them Tuesday.
Yeah. Only on Tuesday though. Like every other day, got it all together. Like Tuesday though, not so much.
Tuesday is just a meme.
Yeah. Tuesday
Friday
itself.
is a feeling.
Yeah.
Thursday is the day.
I thought Monday would be meme because it's MM. Monday memes.
Monday.
But everyone hates Mondays.
Yeah.
Like Garfield.
And everybody likes me.
That's true.
Monday cannot be a meme.
That is very true. That's what Monday Madness is. So,
Yeah, that's what Monday is. Just madness.
basically.
Nothing good to say about Monday. It's
Yeah.
true because it rhymes.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait, but the phrase "it's true because it rhymes" itself does not rhyme. No.
That's like
That's too meta.
only a Sith deals in absolutes.
I thought about it that way.
That's a double-headed snake right there. So you know, if that's a Jedi's philosophy. They put only at the beginning of it. That's an absolute itself.
Oof.
That's absolute mockery.
Whoops. It's usually Siths that deal in absolutes.
Yeah, that would be more
accurate.
Yeah. That'd be more widely accepted by society. Something like that. I'm like half asleep. I need me a caffeine.
Caffeine?
Just one
Caffeine?
like one really big caffeine.
I need some wet.
Some what?
I need some wet.
Like what you get from water?
Yeah.
That's words that just happened out there.
Is it?
I think so.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's more than what I can do. Alrighty.
At least somebody's excited.
Yeah.
You keep on clapping.
I mean, if you want me to. Alrighty, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Here's number 20 with that service, met up by Julian. It tips over top the netting. Abby able to return that one. Henrik goes into the middle. Elisa goes over towards that left side. Henrik spikes out one over top the netting. Much like a mortar strike might, in fact, happen.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you.
English is hard.
No, that was a lie. I was totally and completely laughing at you. Actually, maybe I wasn't because it didn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm killing the meme.
I don't know what the rules
I'm
are.
slaughtering the meme with a cleaver.
The butcher's cleave. Well, let's get back to volleyball. Alicia going over towards that left side. Julian able to smack that one towards the back line. Goes off of Bella. Taking a swing at that one is Joy. But not quite able to swing at it. And sorry, someone's clap distracted me. Oh my goodness. Clara with that service ace. 3-0 is the score. Panthers
That is what we in Slippery Rock call an ace.
Nah, I don't
For
believe
your
you.
face.
An ace for your face.
You big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place.
Oh, I got references. Abby trying to return that one. Kind of goes off the side of her arm. May not have been the intent of the play, but that is indeed what happened. So that's what we'll go off of on the scoreboard. 4-0 is the score for the Panthers. Here's Clara with the service, able to make that one up and over. Second verse, same as the first, some might say.
And that is true because it's a given fact.
Yeah, everyone knows. It's just, that's how it rolls.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Like a fat man pushed down a hill. Abby gets that one to the back line, inbounds!
Wow.
Number 11 out there just picking your pocket, not even know. She could steal the radio out of your car and the music could still be playing.
You could steal the tires out of your car while you're driving.
Yeah, still roll right down the hill like the fat man. Lisa getting that one over to Juliana, spikes that one towards the back line and kept trying to keep that one alive as Bella, but not able to get that one upward as much as she did forward. 6-1 is the score.
This is going to turn out to be an interesting game.
Yeah.
Oh, it already has turned out. Oh, wow, voice just died. Sorry.
Yeah, but we'll get the defibrillators out.
Thanks.
That is probably the largest, almost the second largest word I know. The largest being hippopotamus stress is quipialdophobia. That is the fear of long words.
Yeah.
Panther service a little out of bounds. 7-2 is the result. Southridge, finding that second point of the Scooby-Doos. Here's Abby with that service, underhands that one over across the net. Juliana getting the first hand. Elisa able to finish off that one to the back line. It goes. Joy keeps this one up into the air. That second hit looks to be by Bella. Finalization by Brooke. Elisa getting that secondary hit, able to finish that one off. Goes across the netting from a hit from number 6, Bella, on the Reds team. Does land out of bounds. Panthers now at 8. Patriots at 2 in the second game of play. Patriots are leading the series 1-0. So the Panthers are do or die in this situation. First hit by Abby, secondary by Bella, and the finalization by Brooke. Panthers keeping that one alive. Eisler goes over to the left side. Monica able to finish off that play. Goes off Joy, diving play, not wanting to take a bite out of the referee's stand is Bella. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that.
I'd do it for a Scooby snack.
Oh, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Bella with that secondary hit. Right there goes back to one of my. All right, we got a timeout, so I don't have time to talk about this. 8-point differential, 10-2 is the score. Lisa's still ready to rock and roll. We may. I just looked at what you found on camera. I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. We may have one less football player next season.
Oof. Oh boy.
I think Elijah now noticed that he's on camera. This may get interesting.
He's alive.
No, that's fake news.
Oh.
Anyway.
Boy.
Southridge, just, you gotta get the first hit solid. If you don't get the first hit, that's what sets the pace for the play. If you don't get the first hit nicely, you're gonna have a messy play. Messy plays don't win games.
I've seen a messy play or two.
Yeah. I mean, if you dump salsa on the floor, like.
Yeah, never do a play with salsa.
Yeah.
If you don't hear anything we say today, you got to hear at least that. Never bring salsa to a play.
Yeah. I mean, if you spill it and you slip on it, you break your neck. That's game. That's. Yeah. Here's Elisa with the service, number 15 on the Panthers side. Gets that one over. Goes off Emily, as well as Julia. I'm getting the newer names mixed up a little bit, like I normally do with any name. Still climbing up the mountain. Little girl Blue out there trying to get involved in the play. Here's Elisa with the service. Able to make that one up and over. Goes off Brooke back to the Panther side. Katrina tips that one back. Brooke gets this one up into the air. Bella able to get that one going to the Panther side. It goes. Katrina gets a tip on that one. Calling for touching the net is Brooke Myers. Almost called her Mayers. There's no A in her name. It's M-Y-E-R-S. 12-2 is the score. Panthers have a comfy 10-point lead. Like Caleb in the rocking chair up on top of the kitchen.
Now that's comfy.
Yeah. That's some first-class seating. Blah, blah, blah Airlines. I don't know. Katrina getting that one back to Juliana. Spikes that one towards that back line. Kept alive by Abby. But does fall farther into madness in March. 13-2 is the score. 11-point differential.
No, Gabe. This is volleyball.
Oh? Oh, I get it. Service from Elisa. Kept up in the air by Julia. Bella getting a hand on that one 2 times, being too many. Panthers now at 14. Southridge Patriots at 2. Southridge, it's been quite a while since they served the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Elisa's just getting it solid enough that they can't get get a good play. That's a good pass right there from Abby. Bella able to finish off that play. Monica hits it into the netting. Katrina keeps this one alive. Goes back over to Monica with a decent set from a broken play. Man.
And I've seen a broken player too.
Yeah.
I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Okay, I'm done. At least for now.
Elisa with another service. Goes off Julia and out of balance. Lack of communication there. That's all more there is to that play. Unless you have something to add on top of it. Like, it's...
Noah, pay attention. Okay. I'm watching you, Noah. That sounded creepy.
What the? Good. Were you able to hear that? Brooke looking to hit this one over, able to do so. Hendricks to the front line. Katrina keeps it alive. To the back line, it falls. Clara able to finish off that play. Emily keeping this one into the air. Bella hitting that one up into the netting. But Brooke, quite a nice play to keep on sides. Monica able to finish off that play. Bella goes over to Brooke. Looks like Julia not quite ready for that one. As you have a mixture of varsity and junior varsity players out there, it's hard to keep a chemistry going. Service is out of bounds. Number 20 swings at it.
How many serves? That was much serves.
6. I think that's 11 serves right there. I could be mistaken. If I do edit this game, you'll see it on the screen, but this is a live stream, so we don't have a statistics analyst out here. Abby able to finish off that play. Elisa able to get that one over to Katrina, up into the air to Monica. Spikes that one over. Brooke getting the first hit. Bella with the secondary over to the right side. And it looks like Julia is able to finish off that play. Hendricks goes to the front line. Katrina goes over, back sets over to Giuliano. Quite a nice play there by the junior varsity team. There's Monica getting the first touch on that one. Katrina with the secondary back over to Monica. Monica tips it one over top the netting. Bella with the first hit. Number 20 able to good finish on that play. Bella gets the first hit on that one after Katrina's dump. Joy sends that one over. Out of bounds is a call. Panthers at 18. And the Patriots at 3. Game 3 will be a heck of a game if the Panthers take this one.
This is a totally different story. This is JV1.
I believe.
Or most of JV1.
I believe so, yes.
I think they are missing a few players.
Yeah, I believe they're missing Madison Bailey and Brooke Bailey because they are out of town. Other than that, I think we have all the JV players. Southridge calling another timeout.
This JV team is out of this world.
Really? They really are. They really are. Some might even say they're not even in the same county. I mean, you got the king on his throne, and Caleb's up there as well.
The boy with a pipe.
Yeah. Little boy blue. You know, the one that lost his shoe. We need a mic up there to let them talk during the timeouts to see what they come up with. I'll have to look into that for the football or the basketball games. That would be quite interesting to hear.
Pretty good game. A lot of net play this game.
There's a lot of net play.
A lot of good net play.
That
Katrina fixing those broken plays.
Yeah, she's able to play it off the netting quite nice because of her height. Because she's down to the point where she doesn't have to kneel down too far to get to the ball if it trickles off the net.
Right. Which
she uses that to her advantage quite nicely. 19-3 is the score.
Had to throw in some real commentary.
Juliana Toth for that service. Man, Abby just not able to answer that one. When you play volleyball, you got to have confidence. If you don't have confidence, you don't have drive behind your plays. A spike is about power and knowing that you can do it.
It's really important, especially if you're doing NASCAR.
Oh, definitely.
Because if you don't have a drive behind you. Hey.
I get it, because car jokes.
Yeah.
You think Lightning McQueen would hang out with Thomas the Tank Engine?
Absolutely. I'd like to think they visit at least once a year.
Yeah, just talk to each other about things.
That'd be a good crossover.
That'd be interesting. Crossover. Oh my goodness! At least able to finish off that play. Joy goes over to Bella, finishing that one off. Lisa to the front line. Katrina up into the air. Clara looking for that spike. Hits that one into the netting. But oh my goodness, like that was, what a recovery.
Oh my goodness.
We're the commentators that don't do anything. We just kind of stay home and lay around.
Oh yeah.
21-4. This is a deficit that I don't see too much hope in coming back in from. And normally I'm optimistic about comebacks. But this is a total of, what, 18 points? It's not impossible.
They can't mess up
But,
3 times
yeah,
within the next 20 plays.
yeah. All right, they got 2 more. They got 2 more times, and then that'll be the end of game 2. But there's always that game 3 out there. That's the redeeming moment.
Yeah.
No matter what happens this game, if the Panthers win this one, it goes to game 3, and that's whenever we'll have the decision of who the real victor is over the series. Emily getting that final hit, not able to get enough forward momentum on it to clear that netting. 24-4 is the score. I'm no volleyball, but I think the key to a good bump is squaring up to it before you try to take a swack at it.
Definitely a large factor.
Katrina's tip
Wow.
sends home game 2 with
What
that
a great tip.
that marksmanship.
I'd go as far as say a pro tip.
Pro tip. Man, you got a Panther pro tip out there on the court. 25-4 being the final score. Now the captains will meet and see who gets to serve in game 3.
Pro tip. Don't lose.
Yeah. Pro tip, just score more than the other team. That's, yeah.
Be yourself. Unless you can be somebody that's better than you.
Then
Be
be
them.
them. Oh, that's what those are the words I always live by. Yeah. So in game 3, if you're Southridge, what's one thing that you think you should be watching out for specifically from the Panther side?
I don't think it's much as watching out for something on the Panthers. We'll definitely always be ready.
Yeah.
Because even when the play falls apart, as we clearly see, they're more than able to come back from it. But I think their main thing is good passing. I think good passing will win them because they have a lot of older players on them, a lot of size.
Definitely.
If they can get a good pass and a good set, there's not many people who would be able to block that.
That is true.
I mean, I really think that's key here.
Because if you have size out there on the court, like,
Big difference.
if any of you are familiar with Luke Funty, he definitely uses his size to his advantage, whether it's basketball or volleyball. And it's definitely a key factor.
Absolutely.
Because if you're taller, you probably have reach, longer reach than a shorter player. Like if you look at the size comparison between, like, say, Katrina and Laura Home, like the reach distance and the height difference is a huge mismatch. But just because a player is smaller, you can't really call him out. Because I've seen NBA players that are like 4'11" dunk. So like, if you are smaller, you have lighter weight, you have more agility.
Your color, you're already there.
That is very true. That is a huge.
You don't have quite a distance to travel.
Yeah. I remember in basketball one.
You're also not quick to react. It's good bounce.
Yeah.
What usually?
I think if someone knows how to use it,
It takes more energy to get you from point A to point B.
there's more mass behind everything. There's one year in basketball, I was playing point guard, and kid bringing the ball in came on my side. Kid was 6'2", I was 5'2".
Wait, he was 6'2". You were 6 and he was...
Yeah, I was 6 years old. He was also 6 years old, but he was very tall. I was very not. So I remember just coming up to him, and he would hold the ball up in the air, and I would just jump and try to block his shot. It was the most comedic thing in the world. Too bad we didn't get it on camera.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Of course, I had a few blocked shots, but the majority of them got past me. I'm just thankful he wasn't able to shoot. Are they water bottle flipping?
Yes, they are.
All right, I'll give them.
Oh! Did you get that?
I definitely got that.
Nice.
The Warrior Princess showing her feet out off the court, or technically she's on the court, just not the not the volleyball court.
Well, thanks, Noah. Great job.
Some might even say he's on the ball. Excuse me if
Well,
you
he
heard
was.
that.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Here's a service from Joy. Goes off of Juliana and out of bounds, claiming that first big point of game 3.
Southridge starting with dessert.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You got to go for the cake and then, figure everything else out later. After you get more cake.
get cake, get more cake, and figure everything out. Figure everything out later.
Yeah, that's the rules I live by.
We are not doctors.
I don't think you'd have to point that out, but 2-0 early on in this game 3. Whoever takes this game home will take home all the marbles as well as the bragging rights. Monica with that spike diving play. Looks like the one that got a hand on that one looks to be Joy.
I think they want these marbles.
All of them?
Yeah, maybe most of them at least.
Like 90%?
At least.
Monica Depew, number 19 on the Panthers side, here to serve this one off. 2-1 is the score. Service is a little out of bounds, trying to make sure the referees is awake.
We got ourselves a game going.
We do indeed. I am not drunk, you are drunk. This is service from Emily, goes off at least to the back line. Monica gets that one over to the front. Katrina dumps that one off. Abby getting a hand on that one, goes over to Brooke. Brooke able to spike that one down, but Juliana returns that one over to the red zone. Joy getting this over to Abby. Able to finish that one off as Brooke. Elisa down on her knees to set the one to Katrina, goes over to the left side. Hendricks coming over with that spike straight up into the air, but goes down on the Patriots side. Abby getting a hand on that one. Brooke goes back up into the air. Abby able to finish off that play to the back line. It goes Juliana to the front line. Katrina up into the air across that netting. Abby goes over to the right side with a misdirection bump. Brooke tries to throw it back into the play, but it looks like Julia was caught chasing the ball. I gotta remember to breathe. That's
It helps.
It does, especially when talking.
Or when living.
Yeah, that as well. Service from Clara, able to make that one over top the netting. Looks like Joy gets that one forward to Abby, gets that one over to Brooke, finishing off that play. Here's Julie on the top of that spike over top the netting, keeping that one alive. Abby goes forward to Brooke. Brooke spikes that one down. I'm going to call that one in bounds. I see otherwise, but I'm not the ref.
Oh boy. It appears that we have rotation issues.
Rotation issues. Did someone on the Panthers side skip a rotation? Maybe this is supposed to be Monica's service.
Reminds me of the old hot dog cart at the fair. Rotation issues.
Yeah.
Because they have like those little things that rotate hot dogs.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's the little spinny bits.
Oh, that's a nice spot on the floor over there.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
The black one with the little smudge?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, that's where Marcus lives.
Oh, that's nice.
Years ago, whenever we first built the gymnasium, this is 100% completely true. I don't know what you're talking about. We had a dust mite come in here, and we named him Marcus. And whoever cleans up Marcus has to clean the toilets with their toothbrush. I mean, it doesn't have to be their toothbrush. They can use their brothers or whatever, their wives maybe, depending on who cleans up Marcus. But if you clean up Marcus, you kind of have to put Marcus back somehow, some way. Now we're coming back to the Caleb and the Elijah show. Elijah digging out Jesus' manger, but looks like both teams are having fun in games, even if they're not on the court. Oh, it looks like Caleb and Elijah on top of the kitchen are playing some hockey even. Oh, Caleb takes it down the stretch, shoots, not able to score. Elijah's there with the block. Takes this one over towards the right. Oh, he's going to pick it up. All right, looks like Caleb's going to play some goalie. Elijah coming down the stretch. Takes from the forehand, shoots, not able to score. Caleb taking up like 80% of that net. All right, here comes Caleb with a slapper.
Ecstatic.
Oh, man. This is the best volleyball I've seen all day. All right, Caleb coming down in the shootout. Comes over towards the right side, fakes the front hand, backhand, shoots. Doesn't look like he scored, though. Looks like it fell down into the side of the kitchen. All right. That's some tabletop hockey right there. Kitchen top hockey. I would question what's going on over there, but I mean, I'd rather not.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Here we go. Wait, who got that one? Is that Sicily?
Must have been.
Oh, she got another one. Look at that. That's a lot of spelling. I wasn't able to keep up over the spelling.
The crowd is going wild.
And the crowd is moderately impressed. There's Simmons trying to pump up the crowd. Look at that determination. I love the zooming, by the way. 3-3 is still the score. It's impressive that it stayed tied this long. Like, this is the longest I think the game's ever been tied today. All right, I think she's going home. She did their daily quota of cheers.
Cheers. Cheese? I
Cheese?
like cheese.
I like cheese. You like cheese? What's your favorite type of cheese?
I love a good cheese bite.
Oh my gosh, this scoreboard can go into the negatives. I did not know this.
I think we're finally ready to go.
All right, scoreboard's saying Panthers have 0 and the Patriots have 3. So that's what we're going to roll with. Clara here to serve this one off. Met up by Bella, going forward to Abby, sends that one straight up into the air. Bella with the spike comes down with that one. Katrina sends that one back to the red side. Spike comes down by Brooke, and does result in the 4th point for the Patriots. Not sure what
they can keep doing that. This game may very well be theirs. That's a hard spike to combat.
Oh, definitely. Abby able to line drive that one towards the back line. Goes off of Clara and out of bounds it goes. 10 points is all that the Patriots need a game to take home the series. They came here looking for an all-star varsity matchup, but in fact, it's the junior varsity that's more tight notch than the varsity. Line drive by Abby, hits the top of the netting. Panthers at 1, Patriots at 5. Are we gonna witness an underdog story tonight? We may, in fact, see that one coming up on the horizon. Here's Hendricks with the service, just the bookkeeper and the referee just making sure everyone's on the same page with rotations. Here's Bella able to finish off that play. Juliana goes across the court, and it looks like Monica able to finish off that one. Emily goes to the front line. Bella gets that one over to Brooke. Brooke spikes that one down. Inbounds! 6-1 is a score. Number 9, using her, well, just about every attribute of her body to. She's got the height. Looks like she has the muscle to throw behind it.
The muscle.
Yeah, the muscle. Diving play by Eisler, not quite able to get underneath it in time. 7-1 is the score. Miss Good, Coach Good, looking like she's contemplating that timeout. She's putting her pencil and paper down. I believe if Southridge gets another point, that'll be timeout for the Panthers. Service by number 9, Brooke, and that's going to be it. And there's the timeout by the Panthers. 9-1 is the score. I'm starting to pick up on her everything. Oh, okay. I thought I was ready for anything today.
Awesome.
I was woefully wrong. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's trapped. Oh. Escape.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was ready for anything today, but Elijah rowing the sofa, the rocking chair off the top of I was not ready for this. I need to go home and think about my life. I need to reevaluate everything.
Oh boy.
Here's Brooke Myers with the service. 8-1, 7-point deficit to the Clara with a nice hand on that one. But it looks like Monica.
Escaped once again.
Man, the score's just trickling away from the Panthers. Just mistakes here and there. It looks like they may have.
No roof.
There's no roof on this building. Did you know that?
Gonna blow the roof off this place.
Julia sending that one over. Diving play by Katrina. Clara diving for it as well. No. There's gonna be a no-go. It's gonna be a closey.
We can bring it back.
Gotta bling it all back. Whenever the temperature is heat, you gotta stay cool.
If we get this next point, I believe it'll be Elisa up to serve, who got 11 serves last time she was at the serve.
That is very true. Julia able to finish off that play. Hendricks goes to the front line. Here's Elisa getting that one up into the air. Juliana spikes that one across the netting. Here's Brooke getting that one to the front line. Bella bumps that one up into the air. Spike comes over by Joy. Diving play, not able to be made by Clara.
If we can at least get one more point, and gain some momentum.
Number 9 is just the all-star out there on the court for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we can catch her on the back line, they got all their points whenever she was on the front line. If we can catch her on the back line, I think the Panthers have a decent chance at coming back. Nice play by Katrina. Point for the Panthers.
Here we go.
2-11. Substitution is being made for the Patriots. Violet Rand, number 10, is going to come onto the court. Number 13, Julia Sakura is going to take a seat on the bench. Number 10 playing that front right position. Playing that outside hitter. Elisa, line drive to the back line. Brooke keeps this one alive. Bella gets that one over to Violet. Violet bumps that one out of bounds, though. Panthers receive their 3rd point of the match. They got some steam rolling.
I'm sitting on the edge of my ladder, man.
Man, I'm practically not even on the ladder anymore. Like, I'm sitting on the edge of it so far. Oh, everyone paid for a full seat here, even though they only use half of it right now. Bella up into the air. I think that hit Violet's foot.
That's what we in the sports industry call momentum. It's serving momentum.
Yeah.
It's easy to freeze up when you get so many serves over.
That is true.
We'll see how this works.
Ooh. Oh, nice dig up by Katrina. Finishing that one off is Clara. Joy getting a hand on that one. Abby able to finish that one off out of bounds. Is let go, and indeed will be the call.
Gabe,
woo!
You know what the temperature is.
Heat.
Temperature is heat.
Straight up heat. What a line drive service met by Abby. Getting this one up into the air is Bella. Looks like Joy's going to try to bump that one over top the net. Able to do so. At least he keeps this one into the air. Juliana able to finish out that play. Goes over to the red side. Bella getting this one over to Joy. Lisa gets a hand on that one. Low into the ground. Katrina keeps this one alive. Juliana calls that one up. Able to finish out that play. Abby goes for Bella with the secondary hit, finishing this one off. Looks to be number 20. Diving play by Clara. Elisa to the front line. Katrina tips this one over top the net. What a play! Bella gets this one up into the air. Joy back over to Bella. Spikes this one over. Hit by Elisa. No! That's the Patriots' point. 5-12.
We're a bit closer.
I think I heard noises. I'm hearing colors right now. 5-12. The crowd is hyped up like a hamster on Red Bull right now. Monica gets this one over to Juliana, bumps that one to the back line. Not let go. May indeed been out of bounds. It was a close call, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Clark to the front line. Katrina tries to tip that one up over, not able to do so. Woo! Man, after game 2, I did not expect this. 5-13. 2 points need to be gained to finish off this play, or this series, my bad. Katrina gets us up into the air. Juliana spiked this one over the top of the netting. Let go by Joy. Panthers now at 6. Got some digging to do, though.
Stone Cold Noah. Confident in his calls. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that his title? Stone Cold?
Stone Cold Noah.
Juliana with a whopping service. That's a marksmanship right there. What a snipe off that service.
Oh?
Riley?
Auto farts?
7-13 on that scoreboard. 6-point differential. Let's see if the Panthers can build on this momentum. Juliana with another beautiful serve to the back line. May indeed have been in bounds. Juliana getting this one to the front line. Katrina up into the air it goes. Finishing this one off is Monica in a sticky situation. Bella over to Joy finishing off that play. Juliana to the front row. Hits that netting. Katrina tries to keep it alive. But it'll be match point for the Patriots. 7-14. 7-point differential. Let's see what Bella's services look like today. Service able to make this one up and over. Goes off Hendrick to the front line. Katrina bumping this one up into the air. Clara here spiking that one over to the back line. Abby getting that one up into the air. Joy able to bump that one to the back line. Hendricks gets that one forward. Clara bumps that one up, hits the netting, and falls down. The third hit, not able to clear that one over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the match.
Man.
What a matchup, though. Like,
what a game.
Game 3, definitely one of the most interesting out of the series. Game 2 was a bit of a blowout. Game 3 coming off the back, Game 3 coming off the back of Game 2. With that point differential at the end of Game 2, I was not expecting that.
Now the crowd is actually reacting. Funny how that works.
Yeah. But that 8-point difference up there on that scoreboard, 7-15 being the final score. Southridge just pulled it together after that Game 2. They need to be our intermission show.
I know.
Just them two. Get them both a mic up there. That'll be our basketball.
I kind of like it more without a mic.
Because you got to figure out what you think they're saying. Oh, that's
gold.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely
classic comedy.
Yeah. Some might even say that's golden comedy.
Oh?
Yeah. But who's to say? But yeah, what a beautiful match between these two teams featuring their skills out there on the court.
Great match.
Yeah, and that'll be the end of the Panthers season.
Are you going to record senior night? Probably not. Oh,
yeah. I'll always record senior night.
Senior night.
Yeah, we recognize the seniors of the Slippery Rock Panthers.
Good evening, senior night.
Senior night? Oh, I get it, because Italians. What are the Panthers doing out on the, you see them laying down over there?
Dead.
So yeah, I think Scott Toth will do the majority of the speaking. The athletic director for us here at the Slippery Rock Panthers homeschool group. I did find that out earlier. We're not represented by the church. We're just a homeschool group. That was an interesting thing I found out, even though everything happens at the church.
Oh my!
Yeah, I gotta close the window. I heard a motorbike outside. Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
That JV game.
It's quite a roller coaster.
Quite a roller coaster. I've never been on a roller coaster.
Really?
Never been.
That's hard. That's pretty hard to believe, actually. I don't know if I believe you.
Well, I can't really do the teacup, so I don't know if a roller coaster would be the best idea.
Yeah, that's true. Well, roller coasters aren't really spinny.
Maybe I'd be all right.
Yeah. They're more. I don't know how to. Depends on the roller coaster, I guess. Yeah. I'd suggest going to Kennywood, trying out a few of the rides. Maybe not the bigger ones, but like, yeah, like a good, I think, 8 or 9 roller coasters.
Nice.
How are we gonna do this? When are we gonna do this is also a question I'd like to know. Yeah. So are you able to do merry-go-rounds?
I think I could do merry-go-round.
Okay. I'm trying to think what would be the most accurate to a roller coaster without it being an actual roller coaster. Is it just like the positive and negative G's that get to you, or? Oh, you've never been on one. Never mind. Well, we got 5 seniors tonight.
5 seniors.
McKenna Lott, she never played on the team, but she helped out with the scorebooks quite a bit. We got Jill Cuvert. I don't have the amount of years she played. We got Marie DePew. Don't have her number of years she played either. Megan Wilson. Don't have much.
You're all kinds of prepared.
Oh yeah, oof. And there's Hannah Good. She probably played what, 10 years of volleyball? 9 years?
Something like that. Yeah, I'd say about 9 or 8 years.
But yeah, Jill, Megan, and Hannah all have.
That's a safe assumption.
Yeah. Jill, Megan, and Hannah all have basketball experience for our girls' basketball team. Which, when I think of girls' basketball, I instantly think of the night at Harvest. The 45-45 game. Hannah with that free throw. 2 seconds left in the match.
Nothing but cold.
Oh, man.
Straight ice.
When that temperature.
Flowing through her veins.
Yeah. When that temperature indeed hit heat, like, man.
Temperature is heat.
Stone-faced. It's impressive.
There's Mr. Stoneface himself.
Yeah. Stone-faced Stonewall Jackson.
Stoneface, Stonewall, Stone Cold.
Flaxen, Jackson, Waxen. Yeah. I really do want a mic on Caleb because they're up there talking and they probably have something to talk about and we're kind of boring at this point.
What kind of Doritos do you like?
All right, I think we're ready to roll.
Everybody hear me all right? Good?
Yep.
All right, you can just let me know so we can adjust the microphone. So tonight is our last game of the season. We still have a tournament that we're participating in next weekend for the varsity, but we're going to recognize our seniors, which of course you all know that, that's why you're here. It's been a good year for the girls. They've had a lot of success this year. A little bit of heart, right? Maybe it's a crack or so, but everything's been pretty good. We're going to take a minute and recognize these 5 young ladies, and we're going to start and do this alphabetical order. And our first one, they didn't want to do it this way. Jill Cooper. You can stop right here for 1 second. Would the parents of Jill please come up here? I'm going to interview her. How many years have you played for the Panthers volleyball? Did you like it? Do you like if somebody said your last name wrong? I coached her in basketball, so I know these sort of things. But Jill's a tenacious player. She has a lot of tenacity. I remember last year in basketball, and she moved to varsity this year. I should be letting the coach talk. You want to say anything? Okay. But she's done a great job adjusting to playing with the varsity, and that's been great for the girls. So you mind if I ask you to play that and graduate? Okay, she's on the side. Well, we have a gift for you here. And there's some surprise and goodies in there. If you don't finish school, like I said, everybody can bring that back. So, okay, all right. Would you two like to say anything? I'm sure you're proud of the right? You're very proud. Okay. Well, I'll step back and if you want to take some photographs of them and give her a hand.
It's not me.
Our second senior is Marie DePew. Would the parents of Marie please come forward? Okay, good. I'll ask a question. My name's Scott. I'm going to get a meeting. Okay. So you played how many years? And I know you enjoyed it, right? Yes, very good volleyball player. We've enjoyed watching you for 2 years. What's your plans after you graduate? That's good. You got time to figure it out. But congratulations, Marie, and finishing. And we got a gift for you also. And I don't even know what's in this bag, but I'm sure that you'll like it. So congratulations to Marie. Is Hannah Good. As most of you know, Hannah's mom is a coach also. So, but Hannah's dad is working, so he's not able to be here tonight. So, Hannah, how many years have you played volleyball for the Panthers? 8 years. And I know all the answers to these questions I'll let you say, so I think I've asked you already. And your plans after graduating are?
I'd like to find a cleaning job and also
I think she's going to be great at being an assistant coach. All right, that's good. We already won it, but congratulations, Hannah. It's been a pleasure watching you play. There's some big shoes to fill for whoever steps in your place next year, right? You girls hearing this? All right, congratulations. Our next senior, not a player, but a big part of the team, McKenna Watt. With the tennis players come up to the front. So, you assisted for 2 or 3 years? 3 years. She's been assistant coach. Good help. They tried to coach her in playing a few years, but it's been great to have her. I'm sure the coach could address that more. So your plans after college are, sorry, I'm rushing things here. I know you're not good at that, but after you graduate from high school, you're going to go to college somewhere. Most kids and the answer is your parents feel old this year, birth graduate. Make you feel old? Do you want to say anything? No? All right. Well, let's go ahead and Hannah. Congratulations. Here's a gift for you. And only because somebody designed the alphabet the way that they did, our last senior is Megan Wilson. Would the parents of Megan come forward? And how many years have you played for the Panthers, Megan? You played 4 years. And plans after college, you know? I'm senile, actually. EC3 for nursing for those of you that didn't hear. You are a parent calling me. I didn't say everything. I guess I'm sorry I didn't do that. I don't write anything down, so that's my excuse. So I'm just ad-libbing as I go here. So is there anything you folks would like to say? Here's a gift from you, Megan. All right, some snacks and treats in there for you. Let's give Megan a hand. All right, once again, congratulations to all of us. All right, you go over. There you go. Thank you all for coming and enjoying the team out there. They want to get some pictures, maybe with 5 of them.
Oh crap. I'm still eating my cheese stick. I don't know what to do right now. I think they're signaling you on. So yeah, that'll be the end of the broadcast. Any final words, Jacob, from Alright, he doesn't have his headset on. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's the view numbers that egg us on to keep on going, keep on keeping on. You have any final thoughts for the final volleyball broadcast of the season?
It is the final one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Only my second one.
It is. But maybe basketball will be a different story.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll be more professional during basketball. Who's to say?
I'll probably be playing basketball.
That is very true.
I could do both.
Yeah.
Wireless headset.
If we have the
GoPro.
girls. Yeah, if I mic you up on the court. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I did want to get a GoPro for your football quarterbacking.
Oh, that would be sick.
I know, right?
I don't know if they'd allow that, though.
Well,
Maybe.
if it's like a chest strap thing, maybe. Because it's not tackle.
Right.
Who's to say? Never know till you try it.
Say.
But yeah. Well, thank you for coming on this roller coaster of a ride of a volleyball season, but it's not over yet. We got a tournament coming up next week. I think it's next week.
Yeah.
We are leaving in a week.
Yeah.
Yep. So, we'll have plenty of volleyball games coming your way after I finish, being lazy and actually edit something in my life. So, yeah, you'll probably be seeing volleyball games into the near November.
Okay.
So, yeah. Any final words to the peoples at home?
I love a good cheese bite.